presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Raiders of Oakland taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really let their season get away from them pretty early here, still winless at this point of the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the man from Arkansas, getting the start here, their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. He gets away from one. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bull. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41.
They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gainer bait. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 30 inches.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
12. 1st down, Raiders.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw right side, looked in here by Bush. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Off play action. Miller. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
a 7-yard gain.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
It's funny, throughout the season, we keep hearing from different coaches and players about the so-called rules, and it's different for each position. But as a quarterback, throwing across your body is supposed to be a rule that you're not supposed to break, isn't it?
Yeah, and especially with a guy coming knocking you to the ground like that.
I think he was fortunate that didn't get intercepted, fell to the ground incomplete, but you got to really be careful about that one. Yeah, you can break it every now and then, but as a general rule, don't throw across your...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Jack Besh, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown. And Owen caught it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Miller. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Browns set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This will be caught. Judy. Still on his feet. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Eligible receiver downfield.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. He'll look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards, and it's second down.
Number 86. A 12-yard
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll get about 2 there into the 36. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 36-yard.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Browns first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
37-yard line.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 13. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Judkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Miller from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's good for an Oakland first down. A gain of 16 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Back to throw. Miller. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raiders offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Operating from the gun, Miller. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he's able to get it out of there. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And the Browns getting set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. An inside run with Jenkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Blue will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
McPherson on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Miller. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And an Oakland first down.
Operating from the gun. Miller. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
10 yards. That's another Oakland first down.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
2nd and 6. Now they're going a screen. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Miller. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now timeout is whistled, as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Miller. And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal, and he's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Raiders, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank